In 2016, Kanye West released a song that perfectly captures what creators normally feel. And he said, and we can actually read it together, "I miss the old Kanye, straight from the GOAT Kanye. I hate the new Kanye, the bad mood Kanye, the always rude Kanye. I miss the..." No, I'm not gonna continue, but you guys get the point. You know, he was the first person that realized that his audience doesn't want a person. They want him to be a product. And right now, I think Kai Cenat is also kind of low-key learning the same thing. From the I Quit videos to reading journeys to now also launching luxury fashion stuff. The internet's verdict now is they hate the new Kai. They call it corny, they call it industry plant, and they call it performative. And unfortunately, the truth is not simply just that they hate them or they hate him. They just hate the idea that he is outgrowing them. When Kai announced his reading journey or showed himself sewing clothes for his new brand Vivette, the comments weren't like, "Yo, great job, Kai." They were more like, "Yo, who is this? What's this PR stuff?" or "Stop acting, bro." And we call it performative because if we admit it's real, we have to admit that we're sitting on the same couch watching the same streams while he's actually leveling up. If Kai's growth was performative, then we don't have to feel bad about our own stagnation. We've turned authenticity into a cage, and we kind of tell creators, "Oh, be yourself, but what we really mean is stay the version of yourself that I like." And the funniest thing is, Kanye West is the blueprint for all of this. And yes, every video I get, I am going to take and use Kanye West. You might have seen me already use Kanye West as an example for the past 5, 6, 7 times. I don't care. He's my GOAT. And you know what? If you don't like me complain or me saying something about Kanye West, skedaddle. I will tell you that Kanye West is the blueprint for all of this. When Kanye West moved from soul beats to 808s, people were like, "Oh my god, what is this crap?" And when he moved from polo shirts to high fashion neutral tones, people were kind of mocking him, saying this is whack. And they were like, "Stick to rapping, kid, that you don't know what you're doing." And the thing is, they wanted the kid from Chicago, but they didn't want the man and the billionaire designer from Calabasas, you feel me? And the parallels are so similar and so identical to some extent. It's like people want the rat, the guy who lives in a room or in a house with full of bunch of other guys eating fast food and screaming at a camera, but they don't want this new sophisticated guy who partners up with luxury brands and actually speaks to these directors and wanna do more for himself. And just like Kanye, Kai is kind of realizing that to the world, he isn't a human being who is allowed to have 20s something evolution. He's a 24/7 entertainer or entertainment service. And the moment the service changes, the customers get angry. Another thing is that people hate, and when I say hate, they hate when you change. And the reason they hate to see you change is because the change creates distance. The old Kai felt like your loud, funny best friend, but this guy, this new Kai Cenat is very slow paced, very mindful of what he says, and it's just like looking at a young mogul, you know? And the second Kai started reading books for 20 minutes a day or for an hour a day and being sincere about his mental health, and he kind of broke this broke contact, you know? And the thing is, in the digital world and in this day of age, we kind of see sincerity as like corny, but the truth is, Kai isn't really being performative. He's being ambitious. He wants more for himself. And for a lot of people that are watching from the sidelines, ambition is literally the worst thing that you can show them. And this is something we see time and time again with so many different creators and so many different people when they go into different industries that they aren't supposed to go to. Like for instance, I'm using Kai and Kanye West as an example here, but we also have others that have gone into different type of industries. I mean, one person that I really do inspire to be someday, not to the same extent, and I do not like his fetishes, or I don't want to emulate his fetishes, is Childish Gambino. I mean, this guy wants to do everything as well. He's a actor, he's a writer, he's a singer, he does everything, you know? And those kind of people and the ambition they have, it's such a great thing to see. And yeah, sure, Kanye West and Kai Cenat might be just an example of many other greats who have tried to break into other industries. And the thing is, Kanye West didn't really go back to being the guys with the polo shirt on, and Kai Cenat is not going to be the guy who just screams loud at his camera no more. He's probably going to be a new person. And if you want to be a legend or someone that is great, you have to accept that, hey, it's okay to be a villain a little bit in your fan base. And you have to accept that people calling you corny, that's just a normal thing, especially when you're trying something new that they would never dare to try. Because at the end of the day, people who just say that they miss the old you are the same people that are afraid of the new them. And honestly, they hate to see you change. So do it anyway. I just want to say quickly before the video finishes that, yeah, thank you guys for watching, blah blah blah, it's very great, subscribe if you want to, blah blah, that's great. But honestly, it's one of these, this video is quite short because first of all, I'm leaving soon. This apartment, this background, it's not here for a while. Secondly, I just felt like it's crazy how people are making fun of how Kai Cenat is trying to change himself. Yeah, sure, his fashion wasn't always the same. The way he used to, the clothes he used to wear ain't the same clothes that he's wearing now. It's like he's wearing like pantsuits like me. Like suit pants or whatever they're called in English. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't that kind of a guy. He was a very like a married kind of guy a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago. But 2 years is a long time, guys. You know, I think looking back at my fashion even 2 years ago, of course I was trying to delve into the baggy pants and all that stuff just only 2 years ago, and like trying to see like and venture out. But even like if you go 2 years before that, then so if we go back to like maybe 4 years ago, which was around 2021, 2022, I was like more so a very tracksuit guy, sweatpants guy. And 4 years later, I'm wearing different types of clothes. And if you look at my locker or my closet, I mean, there's so many different types of clothes there. And even the jewelry, I never used to wear rings before. I never had a tennis bracelet. I never used to wear chains. I don't wear pearls, or I didn't used to wear pearls. You know, there's so much variety, and as you grow older and as you age, there's more to life, and you think of different things and you pick up a lot of experience along the way. And of course, having friends such as I think he's called is David, I don't know his exact name. I don't really follow the AMP guy that much, the AMP people that much, but I think his name is Davis or David. He's a guy who's very much into fashion, and that's his friend, and his friend is into fashion. How the hell is Kai Cenat not going to like at least take some of the ideas and the clothes that he wears from his friend? Come on, man, it makes sense. And the people, I've seen too many people making fun of the reading stuff, and I think actually it's a very great thing to show that you're trying to expand your vocabulary and actually learn to read something. And you know, when you read, you also get better at speaking. And when you get better at speaking, you get more comfortable and more confident. You get that confident to speak in front of crowds. And when I was younger, was a person who used to struggle with public speaking. And I still do sometimes to some extent. But, you know, of course it takes practice, but it also takes you reading a book here and there. Same goes for my accent. You know, you probably don't even know where I'm from based on the accent I can have. It kind of sounds like a UK-ish twang to it. And that's because of me having friends from the UK, but I'm not really from there. And of course, when you speak a lot and when you read a lot, you gain a lot of knowledge from reading. Reading is one of those skills that is very essential for us, and I'm really happy that he's doing it. I mean, a lot of people don't read to this day and age. I sometimes read, you know, I have some books laying there that I read from time to time. I've finished most of the books in my home now. I'm going to buy some more books, you know, and it's great to read. You learn new words. Of course, people were like making fun of him for not knowing what spontaneity was. But of course, not everyone knows every word, you know. Not everyone would know, for instance, the perfect definition of something like obnoxious, you know. Or I can say a very random word right now, but you probably won't know it, you know. But of course, it might be a medical term, and of course, you won't know a medical term unless you are a medical advisor or doctor, or pharmacist, or dentist. But anyway, the point is, guys, it's okay to change. It's great to change, actually. You know, being able to change, you're not stagnant. You're showing that you have upgraded yourself, and you have shown that you are more than what people assume you are. So yeah, take that into mind, guys, and take that definitely into consideration, man. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, man, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, it was a little bit of a quick rant at the end, but I feel like we needed a little bit of a quick rant because I was getting tired of hearing all that useless stuff on Twitter, man, especially from a certain demographic that is my color and the opposite gender. They were making fun of him for no reason, saying, oh my god, he's not even reading to actually understand what he's saying. How do you know? How you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? He's reading it out loud for 20 minutes straight. You probably haven't even touched the book for the past year. You probably haven't touched the book for the last couple of years. And if you have touched the book, it's probably a book that is smart. I don't want to say what I want to say on camera and get myself banned, okay? But even the people that are my color or other colors in general, or I don't even care, if you're just a person making fun of Kanye West, man, not Kanye West, I mean, if you're a person that's just making fun of Kanye in general, honestly, get a job, man, because you're making fun of a person who's trying to embetter himself. This is absolutely sad. Get a grip. Start a family, touch some grass. And if you say, I have a family, I got kids, hey, why are you annoying? Why are you going into a 24-year-old kid's life? You know what I'm saying? Hey, parasocial stuff is not good, man. I hate people that have parasocial relationships with others. That's so sad. Get a job. You know what I'm saying? Find a wife, find a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something with your life. Don't get into parasocial relationships. And honestly, I think I'm going to make there's a whole different video I want to make about parasocial relationships, because that's one of the saddest things I see. I see people speaking to other creators as if they're their best friend. You're just one of 300,000 other people watching at that moment. Just because you donated doesn't mean he's your best friend. Come on, man. It's cool to watch these streamers. I don't really watch that many streamers, but if I watch the streamer, he's just going to be there as same way I watch a YouTuber. I'm not going to be like, yeah, I know this YouTuber in and out. I know a lot of information about, for instance, KSI, but I don't think KSI is my friend. So if I'm seeing him outside, I'm not going to just say a random knowledge or something that only he and the rest of the world knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say just random word. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, your birthday is this. That's mad. That's crazy, man. Come on. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. See you all in the next one, man. Peace.